Okay, so we have some good news today, but also some bad news. So let's start with the bad news. If you've been considering treating yourself to an Ableton move, now's the best time to buy one, because Ableton have given us a heads up that they will be increasing the price. Unfortunately, you have until June 11th to buy it at the current price, which is $449 in both US dollars or euro. And after June 11th, it will cost $499, so that's $50 more. The news was shared by an Ableton employee on the official Ableton Discord server, and the reason is a bit vague. They say it's due to rising costs. Now, other companies who increased their prices have cited the US tariffs as a reason, and we can't help but suspect that this is the cause here as well. And I'm curious to read your thoughts on this down in the comments, because hey, why do we in Europe get the price increase as well? US tariffs obviously don't apply to us. My theory here is that the whole tariff situation causes a lot of uncertainty in the electronics market and supply chains, so this may be the reason for price increases in Europe as well. Also, if the price increase results in fewer sales in the US, companies may increase prices in Europe and other countries as well to compensate for the decline in revenue from American customers. And we already have a good example of this, and this is about the gaming consoles. Xbox and PlayStation both increased their prices recently due to the tariffs, and the increase was not only for the US, but for Europe as well. So Ableton are just the latest company to do that. Although it has to be noted that I haven't seen any other music gear go up in price in Europe. So this is, I think, the first one. So what can I say? Some people thought Move was too expensive even at $449, so they will probably be even more reluctant to get it at the new price. But from reading a lot of comments online, most of the complaints about Move were from people who've never tried it. Most people who've tried it loved it, and there were actually very few comments from people who bought it, felt it wasn't for them, and returned it. So don't dismiss it before you try it. And I'm glad I got mine on release day. I've been quite happy with it, especially with the new update that added sample slicing and the new auto filter. I covered this in last week's video, so if you missed that, I will link it in the description down below. But yeah, even if you're not in the market for Move, this just reinforces the fears that everything might get more expensive because of the tariff situation, even outside of the US. Okay, but what about the good news? It seems June 11th will also be a good day for the Ableton community, because it's the official release date for Live 12.2 and Push 2.2, which are currently still in beta. I covered the new features when the beta was announced in March, and will also link that video in the description down below. But overall, this was my favorite update to Live so far, and it's a free update for Live 12 owners. Okay, more good news, and this might be the best free synth of all time, but it's limited time only, and there's a slight catch when it comes to authorizing it. Universal Audio's Polymax is an impressive bread and butter analog style synth plugin which you can get for free until the end of June. Normally it costs $200, and if you bought it at that price, I really feel sorry for you. It's never good to realize you spend so much money on something that's offered for free, and the fact that it's free even for a limited time clearly shows that the original price was super inflated. But yeah, this is a really very polished instrument. It's an awesome synth to start making your own sounds and learn synthesis. And if you already have some experience programming subtractive synths, you will already know what every single control does. It's really intuitive and has a creamy analog sound. Now, it doesn't emulate any particular analog synth, but it's more of a mixture of several of them. So before I talk about the catch that I mentioned, let's hear some sounds from it. So I made a beat using sounds mostly from Polymax, just to hear how it sounds in the context of an actual track. Here's this classic 80s bass sound. Also this polysynth. But I filtered it with Live's auto filter. Some sort of bell-like sound, even though subtractive synths are not the best for this type of sound. Also used the Ableton's built-in Rhodes and the lead again from Polymax. I like how it cuts through the mix, but it's not harsh at all. Really nice sounding with lots of resonance. So yeah, here's the whole thing. So I really like this one, however, one thing I don't like is Universal Audio's installation manager called UA Connect and the whole authorization system they have. If you've used other such installation managers such as Native Access by NI or Arturia Software Center, you might expect that the installation manager will also handle the authorization of the plugin. However, UA Connect uses iLok for authorization, so if you don't have an iLok account, the installation will be a bit more involved, and if you already have iLok and haven't forgotten your password, then it's not that bad. But another thing I didn't like was that UA Connect always insisted running in the background. Even if you quit the application, it always relaunches itself when you load the plugin in your DAW. The only fix that I found for this was to just delete the UA Connect app from my applications folder, and Polymax was still working fine, but I could load it without it launching UA Connect. And this was on macOS. I have no idea how this works on Windows. So yeah, a bit annoying, but worth it. Get it for free now from the link in the video description down below. And that was all for this quick video. If you found it useful and enjoyable, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new here, and I will catch you later.